the entrepreneurial journey you talk about. And, myself, I was at a financial industry before and have been since I was graduated from college. But about almost, gosh, it was March of 2014, decided to take this leap and start visionary and all these things. And so it's scary, right? I mean, and I'm sure you guys felt this. I think you said 1994, but when doing my research, what I loved is you guys took a home equity line, a $30,000 home equity line of credit is what I read. Started your company. Needless to say, you're all in at that point, right? Because it's you and your husband. You get your house on the line, and here we are. We're going to go start this company. I mean, how scary was that? Talk to us about those early days, years, months, whatever it may be.
Right. Well, we were young, Brett, and I think naivety sometimes is bliss. We had no idea really what we were doing. There was no playbook. I
Yep.
often say, wow, today you think about the accelerators and the boot camps and things like that. We had none of that, really.
Yep.
I mean, we were learning by the seat of our pants, basically. Now, I will tell you this, we had strong foundation from our Fortune 500 days. We started our careers at McDonnell Douglas, and I will tell you, that was such an amazing place to start because we learned so much of the foundational things about discipline and systems and processes and things like that. But yeah, it was scary. Now, the one thing that I will say, Greg at the time was consulting. And we did not at that time, Brett, I feel very fortunate. We didn't live above our means. We
Yeah.
really did live where we could pay our bills based on what he was making consulting. So when we started the company, he's probably working 100-hour weeks, right? Because he's working his
Yeah.
consulting job
Right.
in the business. But I basically was able to work pro bono for the
Okay.
first, it was probably a little over a year before we had enough to where I could actually draw a salary.
Can I
But
interrupt you there real quick? So I
yes,
love
you
that.
sure
So it's
can.
over a year, right? Quoting you, over a
Yes.
year before I could draw a salary. And so when you think about that, that's huge. Right? And so many people, I think in today's world, they want that immediate gratification. I'm going to start this company and I need to make the same or more than I made this year. And that's just not, in my opinion, that's not starting a business, running a business, owning a business. It's not going to work that way.
Yeah, it's not reality. And
Yeah.
so when you're doing that though, you have to think, how can you be efficient? How can you, there's a book out there called The Lean Startup. If any of your listeners are thinking about starting a business, that's a great business. You don't want to go out and lease space. You want to start small. You want to start small.
Yeah.
And so the reason we had to take out the home equity loan though, Brett, we are in the IT consulting business. And IT people are very highly compensated. So we had to have a way to manage our payroll.
Yep.
And so really and truly, it was also controlled growth. So we had to say, okay, we can only add this many people this month. It
Yeah.
truly was slow and steady. We've been at this for 27 years and it's been slow and steady, for
Yeah.
27 years.